portrait needs to say more than just what somebody looks like. A map needs to say more than just, this is a diagram of a place. A landscape needs to say more than just, here's downtown. They wanted me to do a rendering that illustrated every aspect of their business. And they had like 6 or 8 different things that they did. And I thought the best way to handle it would be to make a landscape with kind of little vignette areas that showed what each department of the company did. And I thought an isometric approach would work best because in an isometric drawing, every component has the same scale, so there's no preferential treatment to one department or another in this case, or in the case of like a theme park or something, no ride seems to be more weighted than the other, just because it's further away or something. Now, at the time, I didn't even know the word isometric. I'd seen these drawings, and I understood intuitively, or deductively, I guess, how they worked, but I didn't even know the terminology, so I just figured it out for myself. I figured out all of the angles and everything, and just went for it. And that illustration was successful, but of course it was just one illustration. But by the time I was done with it, my vision had expanded. I could really see the potential of using this as an application towards maps. And I really thought to myself, someday I'm going to come back to this. Someday I'm going to use this for something. And years later, sure enough, the isometric maps that I make have the benefit of never losing resolution. The same, of course, for all the vector-based illustrations that I do. And I do a lot of them. I work in Illustrator a lot, which is a vector-based program. Anyhow, this means that you can zoom in on the image as far as you want, and it never gets blurry, it never gets the pixels and stuff. It holds up well. But it's always from one angle. It's literally a drawing. And at one point, in about 2013, I believe it was, I decided it would be a good idea to start using some 3D software as well. So I looked at a few different packages and learned one, and started using that as well. And I've come to use it a little bit more than half of the time. Some people really like that vector look, so I still use it a lot. And of course, a lot of the illustrations I do are primarily, that aren't maps, are primarily vector-based. But the 3D has helped with a few different things. Sometimes when I'm approached by someone about a map, usually people anticipate expansion at some time, and if it's predictable, I can do an isometric drawing in vector, a vector isometric drawing with the expansion in mind. So maybe if they have a double page spread they're using, I can design it so that when they expand, it'll just be a fold out 3-page spread. That's fine when you know where the expansion is going to occur, but sometimes people don't know, like for boat shows and so forth, they frequently just don't know where expansion is going to occur. And with the 3D models, where I build a model and then render from that model with a virtual camera, it's possible for me to just change the camera angle and re-render it from a different angle if I need to, and always fit it into whatever layout is necessary at the time. This is what my client refers to as a "you are here" map. They put these around the boat show for people to use as geographical reference to find places. I like this one. It's fabric, so it's very versatile. So far my maps have been produced on a lot of different substrates. A lot of them are printed on vinyl and then applied to PVC boards or even lumber, and some of them have been printed directly on substrates. This kind of thing is great for its versatility for a temporary event like a boat show or a trade show. This is an oil painting. I did it for a book cover quite a while ago. I'd really like to bring more of the drawing and painting into what I'm doing now, into the digital work and everything. I used to do a lot of stuff by hand, and it really was quite rewarding, and I would like to bring more of that artsy element into what I'm doing now. That's going to be one of my goals going forward.